Samir, at any point, if you feel like you just can't do it no more, tell me to stop, and I'll pull over and call 911, okay? You can't breathe. And that's what's upsetting to me, because they want you to get in the car and drive somebody somewhere, and it's like, and then if the ambulance come, they're gonna take them to the one hospital. They can't do that. Then they're gonna put us in a helicopter again. Like, who wants to go through all of that? We could just take me to the hospital that I'm telling you to take me to. I'm his mother. I know what needs to happen. I just hate that I have to deal with him having asthma. Samir, at any point, if you feel like you just can't do it no more, tell me to stop, and I'll pull over and call 911, okay? So, Samir has asthma, and as you can see, I'm driving, so I can't look at you. I'm probably gonna look periodically, but I can't look right away. But he has asthma, so today we got a call about 8 o'clock this morning that he had an asthma attack, and I needed to get him from school. So Devon went and got him from school, and then by the time she got home, I was prepared to take him to urgent care. So we go to urgent care. They give him like 4 or 5 treatments. They give him a steroid, and they kind of send him home like, okay, he sounds much better, you can go home. So he supposed to be on treatments every 4 hours. So 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12. That's right? Okay, so yeah. 4, 8, 12. Okay, so he's supposed to get these around the clock treatments, and so that's what we do. So he had a treatment at 4 o'clock, and technically he can't have another one until 8 o'clock, but we've given him another one, but then he still can't breathe. And it's just frustrating, because as a parent, you want to do everything in your power to help your child. You want to do everything in your power, and when things are out of your control, you feel helpless, you feel useless, you feel all of these different emotions, because the child's first thing naturally is to go to their parent. So when something like this happens and they can't go to you, and you can't fulfill what they need fulfilled, you feel helpless. So now I'm speeding to the emergency, which is like 30-40 minutes from me, because urgent care told me to take him straight to the hospital because they've done everything that they can. But then if I take him to the hospital that's really close to me, they're going to transfer him to another hospital, because it's not a pediatric hospital, it's just a regular hospital. And then they also don't get him in. Like, when we go into these doors of the pediatric hospital, they're going to move very, very, very fast. And it's almost scary sometimes, because sometimes, so you might not know, so I'll tell you. Samir has passed out from his asthma. He has had to be life flighted. He has had to ride in numerous ambulance rides, all of that. So because he is so severe, they get him back as soon as possible, because they want to get it under control. So with that being said, when these kind of things happen to him, we have to get it under control. And so more than likely, I'll be in the hospital for a few days. Today is Friday. I'm sure we'll probably be here till at least Sunday or Monday, because they have to get him to where he's able to go longer than the 4 hours. You can't have that many albuterol treatments. That's not healthy. So he also has to have surgery next month to get his tonsils and adenoids taken out. They're gonna try to pull me over. To get his tonsils, the police right here, to get his tonsils and adenoids taken out, because they pulled out. They might pull me over. Anyway, I'll deal with that in a minute. He has to get his tonsils and adenoids pulled out because of his asthma, and he has sleep apnea, and all of those things like mixed together is just like a bad combination. So what they're trying to do essentially is they're trying to get him on a plan and remove all of the barriers, or the potential barriers that are, that will affect his breathing. So again, it's just very, very frustrating. And then, you know, I am an entrepreneur, so that's hard right there. Then you have people say things to you like, oh, go work at Amazon. I cannot work at Amazon or anybody else's job with a child like this. My son is sick and his asthma is really bad. And, you know, I've had people say things to me like, oh, have you applied for Social Security? They don't cover asthma. They don't feel like that's something that, you know, is whatever. But if I'm at somebody's job, and to the business owners that are watching, if I'm at your job and once every 2 weeks, I have to leave because my son is having an asthma attack, you're not going to want to deal with that. And that's why I'm really pushing in my life to have my own business, because if I have my own business, then I'm going to train all of my employees, and then if I can't be there, someone else can be there and do what I can do. They can be a Camille. And so it just makes it very, very hard. And parenting is the most hard job. That is the hardest job in the world. And I know some of these words I'm saying are not words, but it's because I'm just got a lot on my mind right now. But parenting is a very, very, very hard job, and people do not realize that it doesn't come with a book, it doesn't come with payment, it doesn't come with any of those things. And yes, as a person, you choose to have children, absolutely. I don't take that from anyone. And people always say, well, you chose. Yeah, you're right, I chose. But it's very, 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 very difficult to have children, especially when you have a sick child, you know. And Simone, one of my other children, she has asthma. She had asthma. Simone had asthma from the time she was born until she was about 8. And all of a sudden, she just grew out of it. And I was so, so thankful, because I had the same thing with her. We were in the hospital a lot. Every time she got a cold, we would go home for a day. Then we would go back for 6 days, home for a day, back for 10 days. Hers was really, really, really bad. And so I was thankful. I'm still thankful, because she grew out of hers. But now I have 2 other children. So Sydney has asthma. Hers only flares up when she gets a cold. Other than that, she's pretty good. But his flares up at any given time. There are lots of times that it just comes out of nowhere. He could just be sitting there, but like, I can't breathe. And then here we are, you know, trying to get, you know, him where he needs to be, you know, trying to get there as fast as you can, you know, trying to do all of these things. At the end of the day, it's my baby. You need me to pull over?
No.
What?
How close are you?
About 10 minutes.
Okay.
Can you hold it, or you need me to pull over and call an ambulance?
It's okay.
Okay. You need me to go get you a wheelchair, or you gonna walk? Samir. 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 Come on. I know, come on, we gotta give you a cover. Here. Come on. My baby has COVID. He's in it, and he's getting ready to be put into intensive care, and I'm a little sad. Bye.
I had to drop Camille and Samir off to the hospital. And I'm now currently here trying to pick them up some food, because they're probably going to have to stay overnight. But I just want to say, as a spouse, it's like, you know, you're supportive of your spouse and you want to see the child do well. But myself and Camille, we were really having a good day today. We were chilling. And so, you know, that time was kind of cut short with spending time with the family as a whole, because a kid was sick. And, you know, I really enjoyed my wife today. We were really enjoying ourselves. So it's like being a parent definitely has sacrifices. Being in a marriage has sacrifices that you have to endure. It just kind of comes with the territory when you decide to tie the knot with someone who has kids. So for me, being a step parent, it's like, dang. So it is a little after midnight, and I'm still in the hospital with Samir. Still in the emergency. We are staying. But I had already figured that I'm extremely tired and I'm cold. He does have COVID. I don't feel any kind of way about the whole COVID thing. I feel some kind of way about him having asthma because he has no symptoms. No headache, no fever, no body ache, no nothing. He hasn't said anything. So we're just really, my concern is just his breathing, which he has really bad asthma anyway. So I'm not really sure if the COVID is affecting it at this very moment or not. So with that being said, I'm just sitting here waiting for them to find us a room. I am beyond tired. And I just wanted to check in. See you later.
I don't really know if anyone is sick because they're having a pizza party in the hospital.
Cheers.